Goto Ryu fraud requested a sparring match between the South Korean S-rankers against Japan's hunters, my glorious king questioned why Ryuji wasn't participating, asking if all he really wanted was to assess their strength. Still, a match between S-ranks was hard to come by, so he was glad he came. The hunters faced against each other, as Kenzo Tanaka stated that he already got a pretty good read on both Ma Dong-wook and Baek Yoon-ho from the fight they had earlier. But he had the feeling that Yoon-ho was hiding something up his sleeve. Muscle Mommy Kanai thought that since it was 4-on-4, her opponent was probably Mommy Cha, but Taegyu just hoped that they would go easy on them. Dong-wook activated Gigantification, telling them to get the match started, making Kenzo think that it looked like he preferred a battle of strength, saying that he liked how he kept it simple. Both of their fists suddenly clashed, trying to see who was stronger as both of them continued duking it out. Minoru suddenly rushed toward Taegyu, making him say that he was fast, stating that close combat would put him at a disadvantage. He materialized multiple arrows, saying that creating a distance was his specialty, launching them toward Minoru in an instant. He barely managed to dodge the attack, but his real target were his teammates behind, making Kenzo say that they needed Minoru to take care of the guy as soon as possible or things would get difficult. The chairman stated that the interior of the facility was fortified using essence stones of the highest quality, so an average hunter wouldn't be able to make so much as a dent on these walls. But the place had already been completely wrecked in the matter of seconds. He thought it was regrettable that they were only sending their youngest hunters into the battlefield, as Yoon-ho stated that their opponents were some of the most powerful S-ranks in the world, so they had to brace themselves and be prepared to not only grab their wrist, but break them if they needed to. Kumamoto thought that he was just wasting his energy, saying that he wouldn't follow these silly rules because he was too emo. And in the split second before he struck his behind, the cornball stated that the only rule he lived by was survival of the fittest. Yoon-ho managed to evade the attack, questioning why he hesitated when he had the intent to kill just now. He questioned if he was scared, as Kumamoto asked himself if he wasn't cut out to be a hunter since he hesitated once again. Yoon-ho couldn't tell if he had great judgment or if he was just a little bitch, questioning if his previous theory about fighting affinity being a requirement for awakening was wrong. It seemed like Ryu Fraud wanted to use them to test the Japanese hunters in order to see if they were prepared to fight against the ants. And if he was using him for his little test, he would give them a little taste of his true powers. Kumamoto was suddenly in shock, saying the look in his eyes had changed, stating that he was so scared that he just wanted to get out of there immediately. But Yoon-ho suddenly launched himself toward him, and while he was attacking him with his claws, he stated that he was nothing but a pathetic little bitch, saying that it was a pity how he was probably one of the strongest S-rankers around. Jong-soo watched in utter surprise, saying that there were nothing but monsters here. His match with Hanakawa earlier was nothing but child's play compared to this.